Hello everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be building a mortar rack for all these mortars that I have. So so you can see what we're working with. This is what comes in each one of these boxes. Got 6 of these 4-inch mortars. And it comes with what looks like a fiberglass tube. So I'm going to unpackage all these and we'll move on from there. And if you're curious, these are the effects that these mortars have. So this is all 12 tubes out of the boxes. This is kind of the arrangement I want to go for. Get 3x4 with the 12 tubes. So you can see fiberglass down here. Now what I'm thinking, look in here, the bottom of these tubes. It's kind of like a fiberboard type thing. You see? So what I'm thinking what I could do is take this paper off, maybe even leave it on. It seems to stick on pretty good. I'm going to use this Loctite that I have left over, glue it onto this piece of plywood, and then I'll frame out the sides with some 2x4s, and maybe I'll get like a couple of 2x3s and just screw it into the sides that I framed out just to keep these in place. So this is kind of what I meant by that. I'm going to square up this board down here because it's a little crooked. Just give myself a couple of little rough outlines. So this should be just enough wood to put a screw in to attach to a 2x4. This will be the other side of the frame. And then I could run a couple through here, press down against this to make sure this holds down. So I'm gonna go cut this up and we'll start gluing these down. Okay, and here's our piece of plywood. You can see our outline. This is where the 2x4s are gonna go, on the top, on the bottom, and the sides. We're just gonna throw some glue on here. This is just some leftover Loctite that I have years ago. I'm surprised it's still viable. But I'm just gonna put some nice healthy globs on there. And I'm gonna start stacking our mortars. Just try to really push it in there. Sure it evens out that glue a little bit. So try to keep it level also. Go right up to my line. We'll do this fast while we can still get a little bit of play out of it. If we need to just move it around a little bit more while the glue's still soft. go. Make sure they're all pressed in nicely. Make sure that they're even. So we still got a chance to move it around a little bit. We got the line almost. Good enough. You don't need to be too precise with this. All right. I'm gonna let that dry up a little bit before going to the next step. But you can see the idea. Instead of now having to place these one at a time, we're putting them in a row and running around with the torch to set off the mortars. Now I have the ability to fuse a bunch up and set a bunch off at a time. So I'm gonna let this dry up and I'll show you the next step. So I went ahead and pre-cut all the wood so I could do a little mock-up so you can see kind of what I'm going for. Got the 2x4s. They're gonna be on the sides, screwed into the plywood. And down here through the middles, we got 2x3s. They're kind of anchor these tubes in a little bit better than just the glue would. So I'll go screw this all together and show you what it looks like. And there it is, a quick and easy mortar rack. So all I did, just put a couple of 2-inch screws through the plywood to catch the 2x4. A couple more screws on the side, just to hold everything down. And we got a rack for 12 mortars. The thing weighs about 25 pounds. If you're worried about weight and stability, you want to make it heavier, all you have to do is just add sand or pour some concrete in between the tubes. And there you go. Quick, easy mortar rack made out of scrap wood. Thanks again. Take care.